Welcome back. We are going to be considering create and manage a test. There will be the first part of create and manage a test, because create and manage a test is there's going to be many parts. Now let's go to the test part of test pool. I created this company one account for us to use to practice and to see how things runs in test pool. And now let's go to create and manage a test. Now create and manage a test, if you see here, there's absolutely nothing. You're not saying anything. Unlike the other account we saw some tests and everything. You see, because I have no subject specified, all the parameters are empty. This is what you will see when you are coming for the first time to create and manage a test. So you need to define some of those parameters. Those parameters can be defined here at the point of your creation. You can determine your parameters at the point of your creation. Let's go to create and manage a test. Now first of all, you need to provide a name for the test. It's required. If you don't provide it, it might not create, and if it creates, you might not be able to see it. But we are blocking it now. I need to be sure of that. We blocked it now, that you can't create a test except you provide a name. You have to provide a name. It's an way of identify. Let me call it SSS recruitment. Or let me call it SS. Let me use school. SS1 English 2011 or something. Let's say this is 2011. I want to do that. Now all these are there for you to understand. You put a name. It's up to you. Whatever you put in the name, don't make it too long. Just something to identify to make it easy for you to remember. Now here are some check boxes. Now if you check this, you have said what you are trying to say, that this test is a demo test. Making it a demo test means it's going to list. Let me show you where it's going to appear. Let me create a new tab. Sorry, test pool. Let me just show you that one here, so that once you check this, the implication is that the test will appear here. There is no free demo test by this as by administrator, means it's supposed to appear, it's going to appear here. But if you create this test now, anybody that makes company one is default administrator or default vendor, sorry, will get free demo test appearing here. This particular test will be one of this SS1 English 2011 will be one of the tests that will appear in the free demo test. That is automatic. So don't check this if you are not creating a free demo for every of your people who affiliate to you as a vendorship with a vendorship affiliation with you, like seekers or students who are under you to see. So if you don't want them to see it, please uncheck this. So if you note, the test here is changing based on your option. If you select it, you say, now that we have not select, you see, is this a demo test? Is this a demo test for free trial? Is asking you a question. If you say your choice is no, means you have not checked it, means the test is not a trial. It can be either a practice session test or a retest. Though a demo can be a practice or a retest. But what I'm trying to say now, that it's not, when you say no, when I change it to yes, it's going to change the meaning of this. Your choice is yes, means the test will be listed among the free demo test. It should be on your home page. So what I'm trying to say now is that once I select that check, it's going to make it appear here. So let's go on. We are not doing that right now. So we want this. The next checkbox say the test is served randomized. If we want this test to be served randomized, our random engine, which is really not enabled now but will be enabled soon, has 3-level randomization. Randomization at the level of the question of the section, randomization at the level of the questions in the section, randomization of the options in each question. So meaning that the permutation of the number of options and questions number, the number of questions and the number of sections will determine the number of types we have. So if you have 5, let's say you have 2 sections, each of the section has 5 questions, and each of the 5 questions has each of the 5 questions has 5 options, answer option. Means that our number of types will be 2 times 5 times 5, which is 50 different types for a section, for a question that has only 10 questions and 2 sections. So our random engine is being worked on, but when it's ready you will see all these features as I described. Now the test is a trial test. Now it's a retest. This retest and non-retest theory is that when you say set is a retest, it is not listed in the search and use, meaning that it is not for practice session. It is not a practice session test. It is probably a test you are creating to apply to a group of people somewhere. That is as a retest, like a recruitment test or a class assignment that each of the students are meant to do in their house, so that it can be monitored and reported thoroughly. A retest has a feature of thorough report of the option you select and option you didn't select, and all those kind of report are done. The time you spend on each question, the time reading the instruction page, all those things are reported in retest, but it's not reported in practice session. What you see in practice session are your options, your selection, and your average, your score per section, and your total score. So if you make it a retest, you see that the test instruction just changed and there's a new one just appear. This test is real and offline. Now if I remove it, the test is real and offline will disappear. Now it's a retest. Your choice is no, means it's just a practice session and not a retest. Now if you say it's 0, your choice is yes, means the test is not a practice session but a retest. This is yes. Now let's say we don't want it. Let's say it's a practice session. So publish, let's say we want it published immediately. Publish. If you don't publish it, nobody else will see it. If you are still working on a question and you don't want anybody to see it, don't publish it. Publishing the test means that it will be appear for everybody to see. Alright, so you have to be careful. If you publish it, even if you don't have question in it, it will show. If it doesn't have a content, it will show as some of those as tests available for selection. So if somebody select it, he will not see anything when he's trying to practice it. So at this point in time, I say don't publish it, since we have no content yet. So it's not advisable you publish it. The test is a company test. It's a company test. The private test is just a way of more like a privacy. We don't want it to be shown to anybody. Absolutely, it's our company thing and it's not meant for anybody. That is what is a company is saying. Show my name on the test. Now this one we have not implemented. It is going to help if you want to display your name there, it will display it. Also in the description of the test, that's what this one does. If you want your name to show in the description of the test, then check this, then your name will appear in the description of the test when somebody is checking the detailed description of the test. Forward only, it will prevent you from seeing the back button or a back button, because some tests are meant to just go one way forward. If you want such test, then please check this. Then your test will not have a back button. That means yes, forward only test, no back button. Your choice is yes, means the test only has a forward button and no back button. If you say no, the person can be able to go back and make changes to the selection. So the person will be able to see, make back button, click on back button. At this point in time, we have spent so much time describing so far here. I would like to stop here so that this video will not be too long. We will continue in the next video. We appreciate your time. Thank you for listening. See you at the next video.